Slime RNG, a game that honestly has really caught my eye. Like right now, it has like 150k concurrent users. And from what I've been seeing, this game just like came out of nowhere. It like blew up overnight or something. So I decided, you know what, let's like take a break from all the anime simulators, whatever. Let's try this game, let's do a noob to pro, and let's see if the hype is actually, you know, justified. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. Like, subscribe, join my Discord server, linked in the description. Right now, I'm doing a bunch of Robux giveaways there to celebrate 25k subscribers. Trust me, you don't want to miss out. There are some very cool giveaways. But anyways, let's get started with, I guess, rolling our first slime. So how exactly is this game going to work, right? Well, from what I've seen online, we roll for slimes and then we use those slimes to like attack enemies, I think. So with this one in tree, right, as you can see, he is going to be attacking this like a corrupted slime. Honestly, it actually reminds me a lot of like a Slime RNG. You guys know those like corrupted variants? If you know, you know. Maybe that's kind of like some elite ball knowledge. But anyways, we can roll our second slime over here. This time we got a 1 in 8 fin. So how many can we actually equip? Is it going to be like a max team of maybe 3? I don't know, but it seems like we've already unlocked the next main feature of the game, which is going to be an upgrade tree. So backpack, unlock the backpack so you can manage slime equips. So that's going to be costing 100 coins. And then, okay, I think this upgrade tree is going to be going quite a long while, like probably all the way here and here. And you guys know me, I love my incremental games, so if we're going to be getting a huge upgrade tree, that's going to be something that I'm going to love a lot. Here's the answer to our question, by the way. Right now, we can only equip up to 2 units, so we should probably go ahead and try and focus on getting 2 rare guys, right? So maybe like 1 in 15s or something. It doesn't need to be anything too crazy at the start, but we did just unlock auto roll. So if we go ahead and put on auto roll, then we can just vibe. Whoa, 1 in 100 already? Damn. Okay, game. Look at the stats on this bad boy. Like from 6 strength, it goes up to 13. And from 20 HP, it goes up to 36. And we just got a 1 in 11. I just realized as well, we have like all of the stats down here, like liking the group, boosts, friends, upgrades. Okay, maybe. Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to join the group and like the game. I want as much luck as I can possibly get. There we go. Now we're getting 2 times luck for 5 seconds of effort on the Roblox site. That is peak. Now, I am seeing something about server luck and rebirths. So how exactly do rebirths work? Goop needed. We need 500 goop, and then it will, I guess, give us rebirth 1. It will reset our coins, but most importantly, it will give us almost double the amount of luck. I see. So maybe the goop is some kind of like rare drop from like one of the enemies that like spawns. Or maybe it's something exclusive to certain worlds. It could be honestly a bit of both. Yeah, here's an enemy over here. He's now like yellow from like the purple from before. Is he going to be giving us... Wait. Whoa. Do we get something good? 1 in 719. Yo, an orca slime. So this game has animations. Okay. That's crazy. Now I think I'm starting to understand the vibes of this game. Slime RNG mixed with like... Pet simulator. I mean, you guys know that trend where like all the maps are like in a straight line. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Another cool thing as well is that the game seems to have more depth than what I thought. We have zone luck, so just for moving to this area, we already have even more luck, and I assume we're getting even more coins, which will, you know, give us even more OP stuff, like 2 times enemies now. Now we're going to be getting more enemies to get even more money, and it's going to be stacking up very nicely. Every single time, man, we buy an upgrade, it's not even like shrinking. The upgrade tree just keeps like going out in like even more directions. We now have player stuff, which will give us, for example, more walk speed. Then we also have extra golden rolls. So every 10th roll, we get 2 times luck. Then also we have like more just luck in general, extra slime slots, and then I think this is just based on the amount of rolls that we have. Yeah, right now we have 48 rolls, so in order to get the next one, we're going to be needing 100 rolls, which will give us, you know, even faster rolls, more clovers, bonus chance. I guess that's kind of like a double roll, I think. Okay. I have a plan, right? Since there seems to be quite a lot to like do right now, but we can't exactly unlock the majority of them, right? especially since, you know, we are broke at the moment. Give me around 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna AFK here, you know, taking out all these slime enemies. Just for a short amount of time, right? Nothing too crazy. I'm not gonna be cutting back like 24 hours later, right? But within those, let's say maximum 15 minutes, right? I'm going to save up my money, and then we're gonna buy a ton and a ton of upgrades on camera. So then, you know, that way we can just see, you know, all of like the difference between strong and I guess super strong. And yeah, would you look at that? We just got a 1 in 1.2k spike slime. Absolute cinema. Let's just equip that bad boy over there. There we go. Now he has... Oh, wait, these guys have levels as well? Okay, I'm getting a bit too ahead of myself, okay? There's like so many different mechanics. I'm not entirely sure what all of them do or how exactly you're supposed to use them. So let's just start off this AFK session by unlocking this area over here, this like ice realm thingy. And yeah, let the AFKing begin. See you guys very, very soon. And okay, everybody, just like that, we are now back after around 10 to 15 minutes of AFK grinding. So how should we start this off? We have 270k, you know, a ton and a ton of money. But most importantly, I'm curious to see what slimes I managed to get. Let's see. Ooh, 1 in 21.5k mythical. And of course, he does 67 damage. Okay. Alright. I can't believe we can never escape this number. Every single video, it like pops off like some kind of ghost of like Christmas past. Whatever. Let's just equip him. Also, we managed to get this Spidey. 1 in 4.27k. It does 43 damage. Very, very nice to have. But it's time to, you know, use all the money that we've managed to get. Such as, you know, unlocking the new world. Or, well, the next world. I don't think it's really new, to be honest. And let's see what my amount of money can even buy us. Are we going to even do, like, any progression here? Well, we can buy this, which will give us 50% more luck. And then we can also buy luck 3, which will give us 100% more luck. Now, these over here, I mean, you know, they're very expensive, like 1 million for this one. So maybe I'll just buy this instead. Yeah, let's buy that. Ultra Golden will cost 2 million. Then there's also Diamond Rolls. Once again, some very, very expensive stuff. More clovers, faster rolls. These are pretty easy to get because, you know, we have the roll requirements. And then if we just spam like the rest of these, we can see that we kind of got the majority of the good rewards. The only 2 rewards right now that I'm like super interested in is this, the goop, which we can use for, you know, rebirths and whatever. And also big slimes. Apparently this game has like variations to slimes. So even, for example, the 1 in 8, right, that you get like really often, sometimes like every single roll. Apparently this like a huge variation is supposed to like give you that same slime, but obviously it would be, you know, much stronger. Also keep in mind, according to the index over here, there's like 4 different variations. There's a big, huge, shiny, and inverted. Yeah, I have absolutely zero clue how much of a difference this makes, but if I were to guess, maybe 3 times stronger? Am I being a bit too greedy on that assumption? I guess we'll have to find out, you know, once we go ahead and, you know, get lucky enough to get one. And, okay, we actually have index rewards in this game. So 5% permanent luck, a few coins, we even have potions over here, which is very, very cool. And then in the amount of time that it took to, you know, check out the index, we now have big slimes acquired. Let's go. The next one, huge slimes, is going to be 100 million. Ah, well, the big 100 million. I have zero clue how on earth I'm supposed to get that lucky. What's this, by the way? Apple as enemy loot. Oh, so there are fruits in this game. Ah, okay, I see. So this page makes it where that, like, you know, the enemies, they don't just give you money. They give you, like, items, which then will give you more luck, giving you better slimes. And then I guess, you know, it's kind of like a loop, right? You get stronger, you can take out more enemies, get more money. And then I guess, you know, everyone vibes from that. But in this case, again, it's like everything really scales up to being very expensive. This is 50k, this is 100k, and then these are all like 1 million. We really need to get lucky right now. Like we need the stars to align, and we need to just like pop maybe everything at the same time. Like these fruits over here, right? Are they any good? Like if we pop them on, is it gonna be, you know, good to us? Oh wait, okay, hold on. We got something. 1 in 15k. Sure, we take it. Oh my god, what's that name? The Big Boomy? That literally reminds me of that one meme, you know, like 5 big booms. This is the exact slime. for that meme. Here's the comparison, by the way, for anyone interested. In terms of rarity, it goes up by like 100 times, I think. Yeah, so it's a 1% chance to get a big slime. And then from there, in terms of the stats, if we just go ahead and quickly have a look, it is going to be a difference of around 4 times. So I guess that's good to know, you know, 4 times more damage, 4 times more HP. That means that if I were to get, you know, a big variation of this lucky unit, that would be giving us like 240 damage and 800 HP. Which, I mean, I'm sure that would be so broken that I'd be able to just like immediately go to like the next world or something. Let's just stack up on, you know, all of these boosts, and let's also use these apples and carrots because they give us XP to put on, you know, slimes. And I guess every single level will buff it in some way. Like, how much is it gonna like buff it by? So 10%. One level will give you 10% more in every single stat. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, since there's not really much I can showcase to you guys until, you know, then we either get a lot of money or unlock a new world, I'll just cut, you know, back and forth until, you know, something interesting happens, such as unlocking a new awesome upgrade, or maybe getting like a 1 in a million. Yeah, to start off this like, you know, montage, whatever, we just got a 1 in 126k big spike. Let's go. How OP is this bad boy? 116 damage, 352 HP. It is much, much better than this lucky slime. So get on my team right now. Okay, now wish me luck for whatever the next big thing that happens is gonna be. So here's the first big milestone that we've just unlocked. We're now in the next area, you know, the islands. Next one's gonna be costing 2 million coins. And I haven't managed to get actually anything too rare. We still have the 1 in 126k. He's still my best unit. But I have actually managed to level him up to level 4, giving him I think around like 40% more stats. Yeah, if he's level 4 and it stays 10% every single time, that is 40% more. Still, even if he was like, you know, level 1, he's still a beast, you know? All these enemies, even in the islands, they get like 2-shot, or at least let's say 2-tick, because I mean, technically, there's 4 slimes, they're all hitting him, so it's much more than 2 hits. You know what I mean, okay? Can we go ahead and do anything else now with like the money that we've saved up? No. The only thing we can buy is friendly luck, but I'm not even in a server with friends right now, so that doesn't even make a difference. But maybe we can buy something here? Nope. I guess we're just gonna have to wait until we unlock the cave now. Boom, there we go. That is now going to be another area acquired. Now, I still have 5 million, you know, left over, so we might as well go ahead and use it. In this case, what am I going to be spending 5 million on? I guess we might as well get super luck, and then ultra golden rolls. And I think, again, that's kind of really it. Actually, wait, we could get big enemies. I think this gives us a ton more money to get. We also just got, by the way, an extra slime slot, which means that if we open up the slimes, we can now get, I guess, the Spidey to help us along, even though he's not really going to be doing much. We apparently, like, all my luck vanished ever since we started this, like, montage thing. Come on, game. Where's, like, the one in, like, 10Ks or something? We can at least get, like, one in the 10K, right? Like, another one. Let's just keep, I guess, feeding this big spike over here since he is still, you know, my best unit at the moment. So feed all. Now he's going to be the next level, giving us, you know, just that little bit more damage and health. And then let's also pop on some potions. Potions in this game, they seem to be really, really easy to get. The only issue is that you can't really AFK in one spot, because if the enemies die too far away, you don't pick up the items. And then I'm pretty sure the items just, you know, vanish. They despawn. Okay, I think I just realized my auto-roll was off. I just clicked this and it started auto-rolling. Whoops! I'm actually a noob, bro. I'm actually a noob. There's no way I didn't realize I turned off my auto-roll. How much time have I wasted? Like 30 minutes? Have I just been sitting here for 30 minutes not even rolling? Nah, that's actually diabolical. Okay, well, LSMG in the chat, guys. What can I say? I wish I could edit this out, but you know what? It makes for a funny moment. It makes for, I guess, you know, a clippable moment if I ever decide to do it. Oh, come on, man. We got 8 times luck and we got a 1 in 160 only? Really? Alright, it's best I stop here. I'm like mini crashing out right now. Let's just cut to whatever the next milestone's gonna be. Most likely it's gonna be unlocking the Heaven Zone, giving us a +1 extra luck. Yeah! Okay, huge moment right here. Massive moment for the unemployed. We now have Goop acquired. Remember, Goop allows us to Rebirth, and Rebirth gives us more luck, maybe more coins, I think. Honestly, I'm not sure. I have no clue what this, like, one thing is. I think it's just rebirthing to, like, the first zone. Again, it's whatever. We need 500 Goop once again in order to get, you know, the first rebirth. So let's just AFK. Once again, it's not like, you know, I'm gonna be doing anything else. Also, 1 in 86k acquired. That's actually perfect. Maybe, I'm thinking about this. Should I maybe wait, like, even when I get the 500 Goop, should I wait until maybe I get, like, a full team of, like, divines or whatever? So then at least when I rebirth, I would have, like, quote-unquote, the best team I could have gotten realistically at that point. Maybe I'll do that, but it's gonna depend on, I guess, the items that I get, and also just other stuff that happens along the way, like if I get potions, if I get a bunch of money, maybe, you know, I can, like, buy some upgrades as well. Once again, so many things to do, and also, I just remembered, index. We managed to get, like, the index for the big stuff, and we get this dice which guarantees at least a big slime on your next roll. So should we just, like, go ahead and do this? I guess we might as well. So we have the golden roll, and then I think we just need to use the big dice. So use it, and then roll now. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? A bonus and a 1 in 3.47k. Wow. Really? Really? What was the point of the bonus? What does bonus even do, actually? I don't even know. Is that like a free item or something? Or does it just mean like a bonus roll? Yeah, just feel free to let me know down in the comments. Is it actually anything like cool at all, like this bonus thing? Or is it just there for like show? Let's just keep rolling and taking out enemies, man. Let's just get as much of this goop as possible. It's so cool to say goop, bro. Goop? Goop? I sound so silly, man. I sound like a 5-year-old right now. I don't know why. This game just feels really addicting. It's like a mobile game. Alrighty, so I went AFK for around, you know, 30 to 40 minutes, you know. I went to have lunch and whatever, you know, enjoy some food. And it seems like we went way overkill over what we needed. Also, just before I went AFK, I did unlock, again, another new zone, this Heaven World. It has this, like, crafting machine, but I'm not entirely sure how we get the recipes. Like it says, find the recipe inside of the cave zone. Is it just gonna be like in here? We just like walk inside? No. Oh wait, here it is. It's just behind this like branch thingy. Okay, so if we claim this and then we head back on over here to like the Heaven World, how is this gonna work? Is this gonna be like a potion crafting system or maybe some kind of like combination system? We craft a lucky, this guy, to make whatever this thing is. So if we select this, then we're going to be needing 3 slimes to make a 1 in 57k. So it's just a small combination system from what I'm understanding, but I'm not entirely sure how worth it's going to be. So maybe for the time being, I'll leave it there. You know, maybe I'll come back later. And instead, let's first of all use the money that we've gotten, right? We don't want to waste it, you know, when we rebirth. So 86 million. What can we buy? Well, definitely diamond rolls and super luck. That's going to be very awesome to have. Then maybe we can get rapid rolls. Maybe, should we get shiny enemies or an extra slime slot? Actually, let's just get both of them. Why not? Apart from that though, I don't think there's anything else that we can technically get, or let's say it's worth continuing to save up. So let's just spend, you know, the last, I guess, a little bit of coins. So banana, ultra luck boost, coin income, sure, why not? And now let's do our very first rebirth. So first rebirth, now done. So what do we need in order to get the second rebirth? Oh, 1k only? Oh, that's easy. Let's get another rebirth immediately then. Now we have 40x luck. So can we rebirth again? No, we need 2k goop, which shouldn't take too long, but then we will be able to double our luck even more. Yo, that's gonna be cinema. I'm pretty sure in this game there's like 20 rebirths or something. So if we're gonna be doubling our luck 20 times? No, there's no way, right? The scaling would be way too crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm missing out on some like important context But if it is that crazy, then let's just say, you know, getting on this leaderboard over here of like the globals, getting like a 1 in a trillion, I doubt it would be that difficult when we get to like Rebirth 18, 19, 20, or whatever the maximum is. But anyways, since we rebirth, it seems like we need to kind of grind our way back to where we were before, so it might take a while, but don't worry. At the rate that we are going, it shouldn't take too long at all, especially since we've upgraded our team a little bit more once again. And yeah, I guess I might as well cut back to when we get either enough goop, in order to unlock the next rebirth, aka Rebirth 3, or I guess when we unlock the Heaven Zone and we're just about to unlock the zone after that, which in this case, we are already very, very close. We're like 3 zones off. It shouldn't take long at all. Yep, around 10 minutes later, we are already at the Heaven area and we can unlock the Jungle area. Now, I do have enough goop in order to rebirth, you know, to Rebirth 3, but just like I said before, I think it's smarter not to rebirth immediately every single time. Because when we rebirth, we have to spend, you know, so much time coming all the way back here. So maybe instead, let's just save up to around maybe 10k, 12k goop. That way, if the price keeps on doubling every single time, so it'll be 2k, then 4k, then 8k. So we'd need around 2, 4, 8. That would be around 14k in order to get like another 3 rebirths. I don't think that should be too difficult, especially since, you know, the further in the areas we are, the more money we're going to get, which we can then invest into, you know, items which are going to be giving us even more goop back, like Goop Drip. This gives us even more goop chance for 250 million, or we can do Enemy Rush, which will give us more enemy spawns. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then apart from that, I think once again, there's not really much I can showcase to you all. I mean, I could unlock, I guess, the walk speed and as well the teleporter, but again, that's kind of really it. So I guess we're just gonna have to, you know, get back to grinding once again. It seems like at this point in the game, things start to take really long per like milestone or important stuff. But let's at least, you know, end off the video by getting those, you know, 3 rebirths that I was talking about. Let's save up to around 16k, 14k goop, however much is going to be. And then we'll do all of that at once. And okay. Oh, this seems to be like a free potion over here. Nice. One last thing, by the way, I want to mention before I cut out for the final time. I figured out what the bonus does. When you get 3 bonuses in a row, you get a 1000x spin. Yep, that's right. It's very simple, very straightforward, but I mean, you know, it's a 1000x spin. You can't exactly expect it to like be very, very easy to get. Also, just to point out, by the way, because I completely forgot this existed, we have the shop over here. Now in the shop, there's stuff like, you know, auto collect, +1 equip, you know, all these good game passes. I'm not going to get them for the time being. I'd rather keep this free to play. But what we can go ahead and do is we can go ahead and use some codes. So let's try, you know, some of these codes out. So give me luck now will give us ultra luck potion and a luck potion. And then we have a ton and a ton of limited time codes. So let's see if any of these will work, right? So time to grind. Will this work? No, it's going to be expired. What about too much luck over here? Will this go ahead and work? No, it's also expired. Maybe the one at the very top of the list. Go fast. Out of uses. Huh. Oh, it's a limited time one, so only a certain amount of people can use the code. Ah, I see. Okay then, so I guess we're gonna have to wait until Saturday's update for us to, you know, be able to use any codes, because I guess, you know, all of the other ones, they've been used up. But anyways, with that all done and dusted, let's get back to grinding. I'll probably cut back, you know, when we get to Canyon. And we're just gonna speedrun our way to 14,000 of that nice, good old goop. Let the grinding begin and let it end beautifully. Yo, you guys are just in time to see me get this. Okay, I was just about to start recording and yeah, we got a 1 in 19 million. First of all, by the way, hey, it's SMG like cutting back after a really long time. Let's just say it's been a few hours of AFK. And yeah, we have way more than enough goop, hopefully. And obviously, you guys just saw on the screen, we got something good. We got a 1 in 19 million, and we also got a 1 in 10 million, a 1 in 1 million, and just so many good units. That is actually amazing. Now, what should we do? Hold on. I don't want to accidentally do something stupid. We have a golden opportunity. We can get like, what, 3 or 4 rebirths? And also, we have 5 billion to play around with. So let's go ahead and let's buy maybe ultra luck over here, because in the meantime, whilst I was, AFK, I would eventually, cut back here and there, like from being AFK, just to like buy some small stuff like, shiny slimes, inverted slimes, enemy rush. But overall, I think ultra luck is going to be the best because it's going to be sticking with us the whole time. So let's spend on that. And then to spend the last 2 billion, we'll just probably pop it into like friendly luck over here. Yeah, let's just buy this. Maybe we get some kind of extra boost or something. No. All right, then all that's left to do now is to use this machine over here. It's an XP transfer machine, which means that I can exchange 75% of any levels or whatever to 1 slime. So let's go ahead. Let's pop that onto my new transcendent inverted mushy. So now he should be much stronger. And then I guess we'll go ahead and transfer this to this as well. And now it's time for that moment. The moment that this video has been waiting for. Let's go ahead. Let's rebirth once. So now my luck is going to be 117. The next one's going to be 4k. So let's buy that. Now it's gonna go up to 213. Then for the third one, it is 8k. Alright, so that means for the next rebirth, we're going to be needing 16k goop. Now, I did end up doing a little bit of a mistake. It turns out the best way to farm goop is not going to be your strongest area, but an area where you can one-shot the enemies. At least from like all of my little testing and whatever, that's how it ended up being. Now, it wouldn't exactly be super smart to farm in the first area. Instead, it would be better to do the highest area that you can one-shot, because I think it goes up by +1 goop per like area. I think. I don't know. Let's just see, when it actually goes up. So when we go to this area, does it go up by any at all? Is it still going to be +1 per kill? No, it's still +1. So maybe it's just any area that you can one-shot and it wouldn't really matter at all. Oh wait, no, I just saw that. This area drops +2. So maybe it's every few areas it goes up by 1. I think, again, there's still so much stuff that I don't know about this game. Like, it turns out, the rebirths are apparently infinite. Like, there's no cap, at least to my knowledge. So what that means is that if I were to grind this, for example, for days and days and days straight, I guess we would be able to become, like, infinitely powerful. Like, rebirth 100 or something. I guess it's gonna depend on, the scaling and whatever, because this area drops, I think I saw +3 then. Hold on, let me take out one more enemy. Come on, give me one of those goop. Come on. There we go, +3. How about this, ladies and gentlemen? I'll end off the noob to pro here. We aren't exactly the strongest pro, but honestly, when we have a look at, for example, my inventory, I think we're doing very, very well. So, if you guys want to see that part 2, right, where I come back, maybe during admin abuse, or maybe I AFK for a day or 2 and then we see like what I can do within that day or 2 of AFK, then make sure you like and subscribe. Trust me, it is the best way to let me know. Or even, I don't know, comment down below. Maybe if this video gets enough likes and views and whatever, I'll be able to apply for like content creator in this game's Discord server, which might give me some benefits. I don't know, maybe benefits for you guys, maybe just for me. Maybe I'm able to just, the devs just say, hey, you want the game passes? I'm giving the game passes, and then I just show you guys the difference, like double roll. 2 slimes every roll? That can be crazy, even fast roll. Imagine all of like, the grinding we've done up till now, but then you can do it ×4. So we would have had 12k rolls. That's insane. Even the other stuff over here, like auto collect, more loot. I mean, this is all game-changing stuff, right? So listen, even if the devs don't offer it, I will consider buying the game passes. Once again, all you have to do is let me know if you want to see that part 2. And until then, I guess I'm going to try and catch up to where we rebirth, where in this case, I think it was around World 10. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's World 10. So, yeah, enough yapping though. Thanks so much for watching, and peace out.